to come pick me up. I miss you.
I miss you too.
And that's fine, and I completely understand that, but still not saying anything though. Like if I wasn't the person I am, and I learned, and I was mature enough to understand, like this is why you distance yourself. I understand where you're coming from. You still could have said something though, but there's no beef, no drama. I'm not upset at you
No doubt.
because that's where I am in my maturity stage. I know that, and I know that's the reason why I stopped talking to you, because we had nothing else between that. But it's just like, what if I didn't keep that? What if I didn't just fall back? What if I did continue to reach out to you? What would you have done? Would you have continued to like pretend to be my friend, or would you just stop texting me altogether? You know?
I feel you.
So that's that.
So yeah, standards definitely have those, but I think even in that situation, you have to continue that practice. Just because that situation didn't work doesn't mean that what you did wasn't incorrect. It just didn't work with that individual. However, being honest from the get-go will filter out the bullshit from the real men that you're trying to attract. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what this time for you is really about. Is about really getting to know what's ISIS standards. You know what I'm saying? What will you allow and not allow? So that when you do meet somebody who's attractive again, you already know where you at. And it's really about them either coming up to your level or y'all finding some kind of great in-between where y'all could coexist. But other than that, like, standards are still important, but just know that you're dealing with a field of boys becoming men. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect a lot out of them unless they're extraordinary
But
individuals.
am I expecting a lot though?
No,
Especially quality is a lot.
Actually, there's a book that I need you to read. It's called The Four Agreements. It's by Miguel Ruiz, and I'll see if I can send you like an e-copy or whatever. But it basically like lays out the rules of engagement when it comes to relationships, period. And one of the rules is not to have any expectations, because if you go into any situation with expectations and they fall or fail to meet what you expect, then you're already doomed a relationship. But if you allow relationships to flow into what they're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, by following these principles, you know what I mean, like it works. I can't say that it doesn't work, but it changes your mindset and on how we naturally look at relationships based on what we've seen, because a lot of what we learn about relating to people comes from experiences that either we experience or we see parents or family members experience, and that kind of shapes us. Not meaning that it may shape us correctly, but it does shape how we interact with other individuals. However, when you come with a principle system as the one that I'm telling you about in the Four Agreements, it's more of a universal principle. Like if I come into this situation with an open mind, this is how I can weave into it naturally, as opposed to coming in with, this is my rules, and these are my guys, and these are my walls, and you can't come nowhere close to that because I'm afraid of getting hurt. And a lot of the relationships that how we relate to people is based on the pain and not wanting to feel that pain, as opposed to like really getting to know the person for who they are before coming with the baggage of the last relationship. That's the key that I want you not to develop as a woman, is that baggage of whatever the last relationship was, it affects your next one, and then your next one, and then your next one. Like that song Erykah Badu has, Bag Lady, is all about like, you know what I'm saying? The black woman struggle of holding on to the, y'all been holding on to pain for a long time. Y'all hold on to the world's pain for real and know all the secrets. But it's that time now where I feel like as black women, you guys are becoming empowered because life is changing, the world is changing, and y'all coming up like y'all supposed to. Y'all gotta release that energy, because it's doing nothing but a disservice to you all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if I can get you a copy, I will get you a copy. Four Agreements, Miguel Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? If you can find it on iBooks now, whatever, I'll purchase it, but you can take it. But it's a great read, and it will start to shape your standards into agreements and not standards. Things that you agree to do, things that your partner will agree to do together. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's cooperative. A relationship is to relate to someone else other than yourself. So, you know, I hope that answers the question about standards. But yeah, man, don't take these dudes serious, ISIS. That's the best advice I can give you, is for real. Get to know them, you know what I'm saying? Get to know personalities, things that you like, things that you don't like, but do not take these dudes serious. You're not meeting your husband in college.
I know that for a
For
fact.
real. Not especially not today.
Right.
He got to be an extraordinary individual for that to go down. And not to say I need to be impressed, but I need to be impressed. You know what I'm saying? So much so that he can be featured on this show. He got to be that dope. You know what I mean? So whatever future Miss Isis comes to, you know what I'm saying? The world, remember I told you that. You got to be that dope that you featured on this show, bro. Because we got a lot to talk about. For real. For real.
My flight is about to leave. I'm about to leave. Just arrived. So, great episode. I love you.
No doubt. Safe trip to Toronto. Have a good time at T-Dot. Stay warm because I know it's another storm coming up there and I know when you get caught it. Yeah, man, watch yourself.
Oh, yeah. Be careful with that.
Indeed, but enjoy yourself.
All right. Love you.
Love you too.
Said I couldn't wait to hold you now.